Okay, guys, let's talk about the Manchester United game. Obviously, they went away to play against Aston Villa, and the game ended 0-0. And for me, the game was really boring. Watching the game, Aston Villa against Manchester United, very boring game. It looks like the two teams were not even ready to score goals. I feel like the two teams was careful, you know, not pushing to score. None of them, for me, were really controlling the game. It was just, a quiet game from the both side. Uh, Obviously, most people are believing that Aston Villa will win, but I feel like Man United, Eric Ten Hag went there with a game plan. Like, if we do not win the game, we mustn't lose. I feel like that was the game plan that Eric Ten Hag went with, because obviously if he lost the game, possibly he might be sacked. And now that he did not lose the game, he had a draw away to Aston Villa, a very good team as well this season. Maybe he feel like if we can get something from this game, his job can be saved, because there is talks already that the game against Porto, if he lost the game against Porto, or he lost the game against Aston Villa, he could be sacked. And in those two games, he did not win those two games, but he had 1 point in those two games. So possibly his job will still be there for him. But in all, I feel like the game, Aston Villa, Manchester United, I feel like the game was just, there was nothing to talk about for me in the game in terms of how you analyze the game, because there was nothing there. Chelsea game, if you watch the Chelsea game, obviously it was a draw game, but you could see, especially in the second half, the red card happened in the Chelsea game. But this Manchester United game for me, goalless draw, nothing exciting. The game wasn't exciting. It was just, this team was defending, that team was defending. The two teams were just careful. None of them want to lose the game. That was how I feel like the game went. So, well, for me, maybe the two teams will be happy with the draw. And that's it from this Manchester United and Aston Villa game. It was just a boring game. Obviously, Eric Ten Hag, possibly he will still remain, as the Manchester United manager. But I still think with the result that he had with Porto and Aston Villa, another thing is the performance. I feel like the performance of Manchester United was poor again, another poor performance. So these are the things that I feel like the owners should be looking at. The board of Manchester United, even if he gets a point, but how was the performance? They should also be looking at the performance. If the performance was poor, in these games, which clearly against Porto, poor performance, against Aston Villa, poor performance, he doesn't deserve to remain at the job. He doesn't deserve to remain at the job, because if you watch this Manchester United team, if they go for it in terms of if they're playing a game and then they attack, you see that they will concede goals. But if they defend, then the attack is non-existent. That's how this Manchester United team on direct hand is. If they are defending well, you know that in that game there will be no goals for Manchester United, because they will, everything will be on the defending. But then if they are attacking, they could score. At the same time, they will concede a lot of goals. So yeah, the performance from Manchester United, another poor performance again, even if they did not lose the game. For me, the performance again was poor. So what's your thought, what's your opinion on the performance of Manchester United, including Aston Villa? Your thought, opinion on the game? You let me know.